All right, good morning, everyone. We're about to get started in just a couple of seconds. Welcome to another another live trading stream with me on the day after Cinco de Mayo. Hope you guys have an amazing Cinco de Mayo. So we're gonna get started in just a couple of seconds. All right, so let's get started and then start analyzing this pre-market stuff. Okay, so first and foremost, yesterday's big winner of the day was CLSK. I got multiple alerts yesterday. Pre-market. So let's see where we are. Okay, so yesterday this stock I got an alert around $2, and if you don't believe me, it should be still right here for yesterday's. Right here. Here it is. So CLSK around $2, around 7. The first one hit around 7:11 a.m. and then the second one hit at 7:27 a.m. So it did take a little bit longer than expected, but once that I crossed that resistance around the $2, this thing went from $2 all the way to $4.55 for a 100+% gainer yesterday. So really good trade. So let's start analyzing today's stocks and see what we can get. All right, so right here we have NEO and IO. Let me head over to the big chart. So it looks like it's still range trading between 271 and then 421. Right now it is trading around 365. So it's already kind of extended. Let's look at the news and see what's happening with NIO. Any news? And so NEOS has delivered 3,100 vehicles in April. Delivered 3,100 emails of what? US futures higher ahead. White House said to win. NEO more than double deliveries in April as domestic economy limps back to normalcy. So NEO's a car company. Oh, I thought it was a something else company. So it looks like they delivered 3,100 cars. I guess that's really good news. The only way for me to find out if that's like truly good news is to see if they're to look at their financial stuff, to look at their balance sheets, to look at their profits, their losses, their revenue. That's the only way to find out if these are truly good news. Of course, we're gonna keep an eye on it. So it's range trading around 360 right now. So we're gonna start an alert around 366. Because again, the next resistance, or the closest resistance for NIO is around $4. So let's kind of alert over here. So 366. Bam. Because the next resistance, it's over here around $4.20. Uh, Next one, XRF. So let's see where XRF is. It's trading around $2.40. Any news? China Rapid Finance Ltd. Halted due to new spending stocks. China Rapid Finance to acquire. I'm not sure if this is a typo. Acquiree Ongbao 2 Ltd in stock transactions. So they acquired somebody? Again, I don't know if that's a typo or what. It's acquired Young Bao 2 Ltd in all stock transaction. I'm gonna click on it real quick to get more knowledge of it. Yeah, so it was a typo right there. So they acquired Young Bao, the shareholders of YTV, 8 sophisticated investors introduced by YTV. The new agreement will allow investors to acquire share amounts previously issued to True North, as well as certain additional shares in exchange for a repayment of the senior secured promissory note. Will also be contributing to YBT business into XRF. The purchase will make certain cash investments. The per share purchase price for the transaction is $1.36, and right now it's trading around $2. So these people are already making some freaking money. So their purchase is $1.36. So so far they're already 50% up. 50% up. So stuff like this, again, when there's new shareholders coming in, again, same thing. They always want to buy, get the lowest price, and then sell at the highest price. I'm not sure if this is gonna be the highest price for XRF. So I gotta create and analyze these patterns over here to see what is going on. So let's remove some of the stuff to make it pretty and clean for us to understand where these resistance are going to be. So we see a gap over here. And where is my epic pen? My most amazing pen, pal. My pen pal. My pal pen. So where you at? Okay, here we go. Boom. So we do have 2 gaps, one over here and one small one over here. So that means there's some resistance and support right there. So we're gonna create some resistance and support right here. We're gonna create at the high of this candle. This one's around 210. So 210, and then the low of this one is going to be 337. Boom. Oh, 210. Bam. And see, there's this candle right here that has a long wick. So this candle right here has a long wick. So all these people that invested on this company and probably that lost money over here, my feeling with them is probably they want to get even or break even. So the price right now is around $2.40, and this is around $3.90, so almost $4. So the people that are probably trading it over here are probably gonna want to break even. So that'll be a good 60% run. Again, I'm not saying that it is gonna head all the way up there, but it's just an analysis that I'm making pre-market based on some of these candles. There is some major resistance over here, so we're gonna create an alert. There's a major resistance at 240, so we could create an alert over here at 226. 227, that's good. And then we could create another one around 240, 241. So double alerts again, just to confirm if anything. Because right now it's trading around 218, 227. Okay, there's momentum. And then of course we gotta look at the volume. The volume is the demand, and then their supply, of course. It's a supply and demand game, not really a game, but it's just something that the way you gotta see it for when it comes to stocks moving. Next we have RTTR. Any big news? No big news. 19 health stocks moving pre-market. About it. Next one. POAI. Predictable Call and Dr. Daniel Carter collaborating to develop a potential COVID-19 vaccine utilizing a novel nanoparticle vaccine platform based on NSP10. So that is some confusing news right there. So I gotta take a deeper look and see what the hell is going on in here. The groundbreaking vaccine technology being developed by Dr. Carter is based on a self-assembling nanoparticle called NSP10. NSP is a non-specific protein which follows a foundational vaccine platform developed earlier by Dr. Carter and his team using self-assembly protein called ferritin, an iron storage protein found in all living things. The ferritin platform is currently exploited by NIH, and its exploration of the universal flu vaccine, which has completed phase 1 clinical trials earlier this year and is currently recruiting for a new second phase 1 trial on a modified version of the ferritin self-assembly universal vaccine. POAI has entered into an agreement with Dr. Carter, and which under POAI is licensing this technology subject to certain conditions, including additional documentation. So Dr. Carter, this doctor created a self vaccine, and looks like protein is one of the things that the body needs. Of course, that's one of the major things that your muscles need for you to have a healthy body. So you need a lot of protein. So the reason I know is because I work with the gym. I've worked out for myself for my entire life, being part of the fitness industry. That's something I'm definitely well aware of. So that's not news to me, but it is news to this company over here. So I'm a current alert over here on the $2 mark. If it's some good ass news, then we know which direction it's gonna be. This direction it can head over to, so I'm gonna create right there an alert at $2, and then another one around 218. The trading volume is, the daily average is 450. It's around 2 million already. So that's already really good for this stock. Of course, I have to not only create that, but also look at the history of this stock. And I got a feeling it can go all the way up to $3, because there's a huge candle over here. This candle right here, and then this one right here. Some people probably did lose money. So now that there's a catalyst of some news, some people are gonna definitely want to break even over here. So we're gonna see a resistance. We see some resistance over here around 2 230. Yeah, we have a major resistance right there at 230. And then another one right here on 350. Awesome. And support wise, kind of it's over here on 130. Yeah. Not really good, but as you can see, 230 is a huge resistance right there. So we have alerts before the resistance, and then if that resistance, that 230 resistance becomes support, then the next one's around 350. So we'll keep an eye on it, see where it goes. Again, let's start adding some of these stocks. POAI, bam. Ooh, MVIS. Okay. MVIS. I already have all these supports and resistances from MVIS. I'm looking to see if there's any news. No news whatsoever. Yesterday this stock got shorted out majorly. So as you can see, it was trading around $1.80 and it sold off all the way to $1.20. And then right now it broke off that resistance again. It has a pre-market volume of 7 million. Its daily average is 25 million, so it's definitely gonna get that. It's definitely gonna hit that average right there. So right now it's trading around $1.38. So we're gonna create an alert if it passes $1.41. But if it passes $1.41, I'm definitely not gonna trade it right there and then. I'm gonna wait for the right setup. And then I have another alert over here. I'm gonna create another alert over here at $1.50. Cool, $1.51. That's perfectly fine. So it moved rapidly right there. So next one we have CPSH, pre-market news. So yesterday they announced their first quarter revenue. So CPS Technologies soaring in late trading after swing to quarter one pre after nearly 23% revenue increase. So they had a 23% revenue increase yesterday when they announced their quarter ones. I guess it must have been late, at a later time yesterday. It was at 1:09 p.m. yesterday. 1:09 p.m. for 1:09 p.m. for me, yeah, and then 4:09 Eastern Standard Time. So they have some good. They had a first some 23. They had a 23% revenue quarter, which is good. Daily average volume 44,000. Pre-market volume a 1.8 million. So this stock definitely has some huge potential. Trading around 205. I'm gonna create an alert right there at 206, and then another one over here on 240. Boom. So let's add this one to CPSH. Awesome. MDGS. Daily average volume 3.6, pre-market 1.5. Any news? So they filed a patent application for preventing viral infections by COVID-19 virus. So that's some big news right there. I already have some support and resistances pre-market. So I'm definitely gonna create an alert over here at 4:05. 406. That's perfectly fine. And I'm gonna create another one over here at 430. So that's definitely some really good news right there. So and then of course we're gonna see 491. Yeah. If it passes that 405 mark, we have a resistance over here around $7. So MDGS definitely a stock that we gotta keep an eye on to see what's gonna happen with let's take this one MRK out and boom. This one, okay. All right. Let's see what else we can add in here. What else is looking good? Let me refresh this list. I already did that one. MDGS. A D car. Okay. No news. The last time there was any news is AYRO announces third quarter market expansion with a strategic partner, Club Car. Okay, so there's no news pre-market. Let's start creating some supports and resistances. So we got high of 61 cents, a low of 76 cents. Boom. You have some resistance over here at 90 cents. Let's see. Oh, and a major resistance over here at a whole dollar as well. And another one over here at $1.35. Boom. There's a lot of resistance and supports, but boom. So it broke all of them. Pre-market broke $1.90. So $1 a whole. It's all supporting right there. And then $1.35 is it's the next resistance, and then after that, no resistance, but it's gonna be around $2. So let's see if it breaks this high of the day at $1.13. Oh, DCAR daily average volume 617,000, pre-market 1.7 million. All right. Ooh, DFFN getting sold off. Okay. BMYR. That's not a. Okay. That one doesn't look like a good setup. Not another good setup. That's too expensive, out of my range. Nothing. MIRK, no news. CDEV. Oh, uh, Centennial Resource Development Inc. announces extension of early tender date of exchange offers and consent solicitations. What? They announced that its operating subsidiary has extended the date by which early tenders must be received for its previously announced offers to exchange its outstanding 5.35 senior notes due to 2026 and its outstanding senior notes due to 2027 for up to $250 million in aggregated principal amount of newly issued 8% second lien senior secured notes due to 2025. Also, they extended their expiration. It was due yesterday at 5 p.m., but they were extended. Extended to the expiration date to May 19th at 11:59 p.m. unless extended or earlier terminated by the company. All references to the early tender date in the offering memorandum are hereby amended such that its early tender date will be same date time as the expiration according. Damn, $250 million. It's not even moving. Has its daily average volume is 22 million. Damn, this is crazy. So I'm gonna create an alert around 84 cents just to see what happens, because somebody sees that and this volume can definitely search. I'm creating another one around 88 cents. I know they're very close to each other, but that's where I'm gonna create my alerts. So kind of a bit slow. Let's see where Neo hurts. I'll put it to the list. XRF. Ooh, I gotta leave room for some other stocks that are probably gonna start moving. But that's all the stocks that are trading pre-market. We'll see how the rest of the market goes. It's still a long day, and the market hasn't even opened, so we'll see where everything else heads for the rest of the day. So we'll stand by for the next 7 minutes until the market opens, and you guys let me know in the comments what stocks are you guys looking at, what are you guys thinking about trading, and if you have any questions, let me know in the chat. So, but these are all the stocks that we're gonna have that we're keeping an eye on for today. But if anything, we'll see where all this will go. So I'll talk to you guys soon. Just stand by for the next couple of minutes and then until the market opens, and I'll see you then. All right, so 10 seconds left into the market opens. So let's see where some of these where the market takes us today, and see what we got. And boom, there it is. The market is open. So XRF is already moving pre-market. Boom, there it is. Broke off the first alert, probably. It didn't go off just yet. It's open at 205. It's running at 220 now. The XRF. DCAR. Boom, DCAR is breaking that alert. There it is. XRF, same thing. So it has the first alert at 227. Still not there yet. It's fine. DCAR still trending up. It broke the high of the pre-market. Of course, we gotta wait for the right setup. So I see over here in the watch list. So this right here, the scanner. I'm seeing all these stocks, but I'm looking at the price as well. See where some of these stocks are at. So DCAR opened a dollar for, went up to $1.19. That's a really good right there. Movement. We have NR and AXLA. It's already out of my price range, so I'm not gonna look at that one. But where is this one? NR is making some movement. Average volume of 1.4 million. Volume for right now it's 162,000. There is no news of it whatsoever. Besides their quarter loss revenue, so this is more like a short sell. They're trying to cheat. And there goes XRF. So it looks like XRF is the one that we're gonna be watching for today. Broke off, made a big movement right there in the pre-market. So it broke off a first alert, and then now it's gonna break our second alert. Boom, there it goes. So XRF is probably the stock of the day that we're gonna keep an eye on. Oh, MYSE just spiked up, but the volume already surpassed its daily average. So XRF and MYZ, but MYSE is halted because again you have a huge spike movement right here. We're definitely not gonna start buying right now. I'm not gonna start buying because it's already halted. Whenever there's halts, it gets crazy. But XRF, great movement. So when it hit that 227, the first alert at 227, getting right there at 228 would have been a good spot. But you have to ask yourself, is it gonna make my goal for the day of between 6 and 10%? I definitely would have made it because it went up to 259. That was a good 12% gainer right there. So I definitely would have gotten my alert, my trade right there. But now it's trying to make some it's making some reconciliation, and it's probably gonna start selling off maybe just a little bit. Next we have another big mover, AEZS. AEZS, another big mover. Volume, it's at 500,000. Daily average 280. Let me look at the news. So estimated price per share. So they're actually low on their sales. They only damn they made it smart. They did a really smart move by delivering the news like this about their sales. So it looks like they have positive sales, and that's what's driving the price. MDGS, we did get an alert from it that it broke the $4. It broke 406. It's trading now at 416. I looks like I have an alert at 430. Volume, it's still below its daily average, but that's good because if there's more demand for it, so the price is already, so basically if you to look at supply and demand, there was too much supply around $4 or $5, and the demand wasn't there. But now that the demand is increasing, and we know the supply is there up to $5, we can definitely expect for it to hit that 450 mark. So same thing with XRF. The demand was there, the supply is definitely there, but it looks like it topped off around 259, 260. So now the demand is increasing, but now the supply, it's already too much. So that's what's gonna cause the price for it to sell off a little bit. But of course we're gonna wait for it to reconciliate over here and wait for it to balance itself out and then start trading up positive again. So MDGS, where to go? Right here. So big movement, sold off a little bit, but we're seeing a big huge green bar over here. Again, we're waiting for it to cross that 431, but it looks like there's a lot of pressure over here on 420. So I'm gonna create an alert over here on 421, and it already passed it, so that was stupid. So there we go, we're heading over to 430. Starting to pop up over here in the level 2. Level 2 being this section over here too. Oh yeah, so there's a lot of pressure right there on 430. Woohoo! A lot of pressure right there. So DCAR, open at 104. This one's gonna be a great mover for the day, and definitely gonna wait for it to. It's definitely gonna cost that $1.35. But there's a lot of demand, hence volume is still increasing. It's slowly gonna start trending up. It sold off a little bit. Now it's gonna start. It's slowly reconciliating. All right, so AZS, again, their positive news. It's about their estimated price per shares, um, news pre-market. Um, so definitely gonna watch the level 2 over here, this yellow rectangle, um, because the price is moving a lot too. I'm seeing $1.20 starting to come up, $1.23. So it's definitely gonna hit the 120s. Buyers and sellers. Again, buyers are over here on the left side, sellers are over here on the right side. Let's do this real quick. Let's do boom. So that way you guys can have it right there. So buyers on the left side, sellers on the right side. As we can see, the demand for buying is greater. If you see like a greater number over here, there's a lot of demand still. Like I said, it's gonna hit the $1.20s. It's definitely hitting it. But now we're starting to see some pressure right there. MYSC is still halted. XRF moving exponentially as well. So it hit our alerts, both our alerts at 227 and 240, and then now it spiked up all the way up to 270. So again, this would have been a great mover right here in this reconciliation, which was around 228, and then another great potential right there of a 13% gainer. So you have to set a good goal of, you have to set a goal for yourself of how much you're willing to gain. Don't stick to big numbers again, to like 30, 60, 100% gainers. You have to have like a goal. A good strategic move is to buy a small number of shares. If you see like a big movement, buy more shares. Your average is going to start increasing, but you're definitely going to start making more money. So definitely really good to always strategize, but this is a really good percent gain right here. Again, my goal is between 6 and 10%. So definitely would have made it when the market opened and with this reconciliation over here. So always know what you're willing to trade, and we can still see that there's going to be a more movement coming in, because I'm seeing the 280s over here. I am starting to see a lot of some sellers pop up, but it looks like they're still breaking even. So XRF was the big mover that I saw right here. And then of course we have AAZS. AAZS still moving. So a lot of good opportunities over here for today, post Cinco de Mayo. And MYSZ, huge spike, sold off right here after this resistance. Volume is 438,000. It's 200% above from its daily average, but this stuff can happen with any stock, truly. But this stock is already, I know it because I traded in the history, I traded in the past, and I know its history, and I know it's very volatile. So I've seen moves like this. So to me, it's not a surprise. To some of you, it might be, but to me, it's just something that I've seen. So now you guys know stuff like that can truly happen. with stocks again when there's a big buy off and then there's a huge sell off. But like I was telling you, whenever there's a halt, it's dangerous because you don't know which direction the stock could be going. So halts are always dangerous. So always keep an eye for halts. DCAR, we're gonna wait for it to reconciliate. So another great mover, another opportunity over here. So we're gonna wait for it to reconciliate. Set an alert over here at $1.16, $1.17. That's perfectly fine. So XRF and AZS are the big winners for today. Again, XRF hit the alert at 227 and around 241. Sold off, but it reconciliated because again the volume is there. The daily average is 58,000. Today's volume 18 million, 18.5 million already. So there's a lot of demand and the supply is probably low. And when I talk about supply, I'm talking about the flow. So the flow of the stock, it's definitely very low. So the demand, hence being the volume, is definitely a catalyst that is driving the price up. And for when I talk about demand again, I mean supply, it's again about the flow, the amount of shares being able to be trade this stock. And of course another catalyst is any news. So their news, yes, their news was that they acquired somebody, Young B Tao, I believe it was, Young Bao 2. I didn't mean to make any negative remark right there, but that's just I couldn't remember the name exactly. And we just got another alert. CPSH broke off that 207 alert, trading at 222. Volume is spiking up. Daily average 44,000. Today's volume 5 million. So demand is increasing. Supply, there's some resistance over here at 240. So, but for me, the big winners are XRF and DCAR. Those were great opportunities right there. So we're gonna see, it's still a young day. We'll see where the rest of it goes, but to me, those were XRF and DCAR were great opportunities. It may not seem like it because they didn't spike up so high, but that's what it, from the pre-market analysis to where they are now, or to what the movement that they made, the setup that came up, it was perfect for you to gain your for you to make your goal for the day. And again, XRF still moving up. So if you look at the buyers over here, buyers are still there, sellers still moving. We're seeing a lot of around $3, possibly $2.99, $2.98 starting to pop up. So definitely gonna keep on watching this one. But great opportunities. We see a small support over here on 260. So that's something to consider as well too, for it to keep on moving. And then the resistance, the next closest resistance is 337. So it can definitely, I can agree that it's definitely going to make it up to $3. But of course it's going to have its green moments. I mean, there's going to be its positive trends, and then it's going to sell off, and then more trend, sell off a little bit, more of a trend, and then possibly sell off more. But eventually it's definitely going to hit this $3. And there it is. It's just that simple. All right, so XRF starting to sell off a little bit. That's perfectly fine. I know there's some support over here around 270. If it breaks that we just broke it off right now, but it's still reconciliating right there. So 270 is a good support that I have. And of course we have the 20 SMA, the simple moving average, for XRF. So it could probably bounce off from here. If it bounces off right here, that's some positive trend reversal. AEZS spiked up, selling off again. But if we look at the SPY, everything's starting to sell off too on the indexes. The Dow Jones is selling, the Nasdaq as well. They're all selling off a little bit right now, so they're all trending down. So we gotta wait for them to reconciliate for us to find another potential to trade again. So again, all these stocks are reflecting on the indexes for the day. So that's why everything's selling off too. But again, we gotta wait for them to reconciliate. So just gotta be patient. That's a big factor when it comes to trading. It's just being patient, and very, very patient. Yeah, so really good moves for XRF. What was another one that I got an alert from? MDGS. MDGS hit $4 and then sold off. It's now trading around 370. See what else? DCAR. Now it's at negative for the day. Where is DCAR? All right, here. So it spiked up to $1.33 and then now it's selling off. So now it's negative for the day, so negative 5% from the moment it opened at $1.04. So definitely not gonna make this this alert over here at $1.17. So it's pointless for me to have it. We do have a dead cat mouse set up right here. There's a huge trend. Dead cat mouse means that there was some reconciliation on the uptrend, but again, it's dead cat mouse setup. If you don't know it, look it up to see how that looks. But it's basically whenever there's a downtrend, there's going to be a spike up, making you think that it's going to be a reversal, but it's actually not, and it's just going to keep on selling off. So that's what a dead cat mouse setup is. And looking at the 1 minute, same thing. Looking at the 5 minute, it's still going to be selling off a little bit. So now it can probably hit the 90 cents, the 90-cent mark, as it's still going to be selling off as well. So there it is, still halfway there, 97. But it's probably going to continue selling off. So, but again, XRF, there you go. Reconciliating again. So almost a see closed, open and low, 266. So a reverse hammer over here, telling me that there's after the downtrend there's going to be a reversal. So there's the reversal right there. Volume for this bar is orange, so there's not much volume just there yet from the previous 30 minutes, from the previous 30 bars. So the volume, it's slowly picking up, but this 1 minute, it's about to close right now. So we gotta see if the volume's gonna keep on going or is it gonna stop right there. So again, multiple setups for XRF, multiple opportunities. Again, we just gotta wait for the next one, but it's just not there anymore. But for the first 30 minutes of the market being open, a lot of opportunities. All right, so it looks like XRF is definitely not gonna make for its 350 mark for the day, but that's perfectly fine. Again, there was a good setup for it to happen. Again, I kind of helped to kind of help you guys out with this level 2 right here. This level 2. To understand it, it's very easy. It's bid is for buyers and then ask is for sellers. So we're seeing a lot of sellers popping up over here. So this stock is definitely going to sell off for the rest of the day. But the day is still young. It's still early. The stock market, the market is still barely open for the last 40 minutes. So we still have a long day for it to go. So it can definitely make a reconciliation. You never know. Volume, it's been amazing for this stock. And of course, we can definitely see we're gonna start seeing some reversals, but we gotta look at the indexes. So right here we have the SPY, the most common one. So we can probably see a reconciliation over here. Huge downtrend. Of course, multiple dead cat mouses setups over here, especially right here. There's a big one right here, and there's a minor one over here. But then again, we can probably see some reversals happening sometime soon. So the SPY is a common one, a common index to watch. Then we have the Dow Jones, Mr. Dow Jones again, huge sell-off from the moment it opened, and then now possibly making a reversal for the day. So again, some of these stocks do reflect on the indexes. So as you can see, there's some reversals starting to happen. XRF still selling off. It's again still probably sell off. We see some support over here on 230, which is good. But again, so this the New York Stock Exchange. It's part of that index right here. So that's the way you're able to find out which stock is from what index. It's gonna say right next to it NYSE, so that's New York Stock Exchange. This one right here, AEZS, is part of the Nasdaq. CPSH, also Nasdaq. NEO, New York Stock Exchange. MDGS, Nasdaq. LSK, Nasdaq. DCAR, Nasdaq. So that Nasdaq is the most common one, but again, some of them it just depends on where they're from, and then that's where they're gonna come from. And then sometimes it's gonna say OTC, so over the counter. So that's truly a penny stock. So, but again, XRF. Again, multiple opportunities in the upside, and remember, there's also opportunities in the downside. It's called short selling. So once you see that point of 306 reaching out, topping out around $3, then that short sell opportunity can definitely open up as well. So just because it's trended up, it doesn't mean that you can't make money on the way down. You can definitely make money on the way down. Again, easy, simple short selling. But with that, you need to have like a margin account, and then you need to have minimum balance of $2,000 with TD Ameritrade, ThinkorSwim TD Ameritrade. So you don't need that much capital. You don't need $25,000 for you to short sell a stock. But now you know the amount that you actually need, which is $2,000. And again, it has to be a margin account because you could be borrowing shares from a broker. So but that's TD Ameritrade. Any other brokers, again, always do your research because they're always changing their policies. I'm not sure what their policies are at this moment, but just look up brokers, stock market brokers, and then you're gonna see all the brokers. Charles Schwab. Truly, the list goes on and on. E-Trade, Fidelity. Don't use Robinhood because Robinhood is not like a professional broker like TD Ameritrade and all the ones that I just mentioned. Robinhood is just a easy beginner platform, but you gotta understand candles for you to see um, how some of the stocks move. You gotta understand candles, and then Robinhood shows candles, but it shows 10-minute candles, and that's not really helping out in any way, because you need to look at the best time frames I recommend is 1 minute and then 5 minute. Those are truly my best ones for me to tell which way a direction is going to be heading. 10 minutes is just getting a little bit too broader. 30 minutes, you want to look at the history. Anything past 30 minutes and higher is just you want to look at the history, because you want to look at a bigger time period. So 1 minute and 5 minute I usually like the best ones for intraday trading. But again, the markets are still selling off a lot, so I'm just gonna leave the stream open for the rest of the 15 minutes, looking at XRF, because again, there's still a lot of opportunity. Again, like I said, it's a lot of opportunity on the upside and still a lot of opportunity on the downside. So I'm gonna leave it open for the next couple minutes. Keep an eye right here on the I gotta change this to the trending stocks now. Keep an eye on this right here on this scanner list. If you see anything good, keep an eye on it, but otherwise, just like example, this one, MGNX, a huge mover, but it's about $15. It opened up at $9 and then moved up to 15, so it's a $6 gain. But again, that's $9 is just way too much for out of my range. I'm trading penny stocks, so anything truly less than $4, $1 to $4, that's what I'm looking for. And then for him to make some $2 moves, possibly not all the time, but I'm looking for like cents and then make the most out of it. So I'm a penny stock trader, so I'm not looking at potentials like this, but this is a really good move right here. MGNX, and does it have any news? So there's a new price target that was announced from $22 to $15, and then it got raised to $22, and then it was brought down to $13. So these companies probably got paid. To be honest, I got a feeling these companies got paid. SVV, they probably got paid for them to make this announcement of a price target. And then you have this HC Wainwright and Co. Same thing, they probably got paid to raise the price target. And then same thing with Credit Suisse, Suisse. They also probably got paid to make this announcement of a price target. So that's what I think. Again, these companies have probably a lot of power. So this stock probably paid any of these three companies over here to make some type of make this announcement about price targets, which is probably driving the price up. Again, companies with power, they have the power to do that, so they can definitely influence on how a stock moves if any big companies like that, like those, make any announcements like that. So that's what I believe on MGNX, because if I dig deeper into into their books of their financial statements, their revenue, their profits, their loans, that's the dirty stuff that a lot of people don't like to look at. But if I look into it, I bet you I can find out that this stock probably has some bad um, some bad financial bookings, and then again they're trying to make some money, so hence they paid off these three companies to make an announcement. Again, that's just my opinion. I'm not 100% sure, but again, that's a possibility. It's a theory. That theory can definitely be proven wrong, or it can be proven right. So I'll find out later on to see what was actually true about it or not. But again, XRF big winner. Again, potential in the upside and potential in the downside. So I'm just gonna leave the scanner available for you guys for the next 10 to 12 minutes. Any questions, comments, concerns, definitely let me know in the comments down below, and um, we'll see if anything else pops up over here, but nothing else so far, so I'm just gonna leave it right there and then. All right, so that is it for today. There's nothing else going on. Again, AAZS was made a reversal, spiked up for a good positive trend, and then we'll see where the rest of the day goes. Again, it's still a young day. It's still only an hour and 10 minutes since the market opened. But for me, the biggest winner was XRF. Great alerts, and the alerts we got them early in the day, so at 6:32, and then at both of them at 6:32 for 227 and 241 marks, and it hit for $3. But that is it for today. For May 6th, let me know in the comments below what stocks you guys are trading, what you guys traded, what else are you guys looking at, and any questions, concerns, also let me know. Awesome. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.